Coming up, the TubeBuddy Mobile App for creators. Use it to grow your channel. We're going to show you every single screen and every single option in the app. The TubeBuddy mobile app is a fantastic resource for YouTube creators. If you don't have TubeBuddy yet, there is a link in the description that you can go to sign up. And any of the paid plans include the full mobile app, everything I'm going to show you. We're going to go through every single screen of the app and all of its functions and options. So when you first open the app, it might take a moment to load all of your videos and your current subscriber count. Once that's loaded, you'll have your recent videos displayed, and it will include at the very top your recent subscriber count. For each video, it will show you a total number of views. If the number of views has changed since the last time you opened the app, the number will be highlighted in yellow. And if the number of views has changed, the change will be indicated underneath that number. As you see here, the top video has 25 views, which is a change of +2 views from the last time I opened the app. Now, I personally use this app every single day, multiple times throughout the day, and it is incredibly useful. Underneath the view count, you will see a count for comments, likes, and dislikes. And the app will do a bit of an analysis piece around your level of interaction on each video. So green is good, yellow is okay, red is problematic. It will show you how many views it takes you to get an interaction on that video. So in the example here, you see that we're getting 1 comment or like for every 12.5 views. And that is a pretty good engagement rate. That's why that circle is green. And it is being liked much more than disliked in the fact that it doesn't have any dislikes. Looking at the second video, you see what an orange notice looks like. This one is liked only a little bit more than it's disliked. It has 5 likes and 2 dislikes. This can be very useful information to understand how much engagement your video is driving and if people like them or not, which videos people like. On the right-hand side, you can filter what videos are shown. Private and unlisted videos you might not want to see statistics for. You might want to filter it only to public videos if you have various videos in different states, whether they're private or unlisted. So you can easily select those toggles as you see fit. When you click on a video, you get a couple of options appear at the bottom of your screen. One would be to share the video, and the other is to remove the video from the app, but not from YouTube. This can be very useful for very quickly, easily sharing one of your videos. At the bottom, if you click the second icon in, the talking bubble icon, you will get the comments, and it'll show you the most recent comments and your replies to those comments. If you click on the filter in the right-hand side, you have the option to filter, so it'll hide comments you've already replied to, and whether or not to show hidden comments. When there is a comment, if you click the 3 dots to the right of the comment, on the bottom comes some options. You can reply with a canned response if you have set any canned responses in the app. So these are like form responses. If you find yourself frequently saying the same thing in response to frequently asked questions or similar comments, you might want to build a list of canned responses. So instead of typing it out time and time again, you can just select from a short list. You also have the option of hiding the comment in the app or deleting the comment from YouTube. Next, at the bottom on the middle icon is your milestones, and I find this great. As a small creator, we find motivation wherever we can, and hitting some of those milestones is a great feeling. And so it tracks 3 different kinds of milestones: your number of subscribers, your number of views, and your number of uploads. And when you hit a milestone as predetermined by the app, it will give you a certificate that you can also share on social media or wherever you like. It's worth noting that these milestones are created by TubeBuddy and don't necessarily reflect important milestones on the YouTube platform. On YouTube, the important subscriber milestones are 100, 1,000, 10,000, 30,000, numbers like that. Whereas you can see here, it's creating a milestone every 100 subscribers or so. So that doesn't necessarily tie into functionality on YouTube, but it can be a very nice way to track your progress, stay motivated, and share your successes without having to wait for those giant numbers like 1,000 or 10,000 subscribers. Of these milestones, personally, I think the uploads milestones is actually one of the most important because that is the one that you completely control. You're the one in charge of how many videos you upload. You can't necessarily control how many people see your video or how many subscribers you get. There are certain elements of luck and the algorithm and 100 different things go into those numbers. But uploads, that's the thing you control. So personally, for me, I find that those milestones are the most important because I know that I did that on my own. And so, since there are different milestones, and the milestones might mean different things to different people, there is a filter option here where you can show only subscriber milestones, or you can toggle whether or not you see view milestones or upload milestones. Personally, I like having all three on there. I like watching the progress. Underneath each milestone at the bottom, you see how many more you have to go to get there. Watching those numbers go down, for me, is a fantastic experience, and maybe that's part of why I go into the app several times a day. So when you've reached a milestone, you can press the three dots to the right of that milestone and you'll have an option to share it. You've probably seen people either in the Small YouTubers Boost Facebook group or elsewhere, perhaps on Instagram or Twitter, sharing their milestones. A lot of people share it on their community tab on YouTube. Next, moving to the right of the menu at the bottom is the news option. And this gives you some interesting news and developments in the world of YouTube and other similar platforms such as TikTok. There are 6 different sources available for this news, and you can toggle which ones you want on this list and which you might want to exclude. And on the far right of the menu at the bottom is the menu option. This has a lot of very useful functions, and we will go through every one by one. First off, if you hit the triangle to the far right of your channel name, you'll have the option to switch to other channels if you have added other channels to your TubeBuddy. As you can see here, I have 2 different channels that I use TubeBuddy with, and so I can select between the 2 as I want, and I can also add a channel using the link at the bottom. Underneath your channel name is the Tag Explorer. This is incredibly useful. Here, you can type in any tag and it will show you some useful information about the tag. This can help you decide what tags you want to put in your videos, and it can also help you plan future videos by understanding how searchable they are. This is an important component of SEO. That's search engine optimization. If you're not familiar with that, I highly recommend you check out our videos on this channel on the subject, particularly the one about keywords, because that's what this is all about. As you can see here, I typed in TubeBuddy Mobile App because that's the video I'm making right now, and it shows me the search volume, which for this is average, the competition, which is high, and it combines those 2 scores to give me an overall score of, actually, this is kind of bad. Maybe I shouldn't be making this video. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Do you think this was a good video to make? Should I make more like this? Or should I listen to TubeBuddy and do something else? I don't know. But what it does here is it compares how many people are searching for that term versus how many other videos are out there about that term, and gives you an understanding of whether or not that might be a good opportunity to pursue. And it also gives you some of the related terms that often go along with that particular tag. You can very easily go and select those to add to a tag list or a video, or you could go in and do research on those to see what those scores are. And then you can very easily compare the overall score from tag to tag to try and figure out what is the best title, description, or tag to have in a video. What is a good future video to film? There is also the autocomplete option that shows you what kind of autocomplete things come up on YouTube if you were to just start typing this in. Similarly, you can add these to tag lists for a video or a future list, or you can do some research on these tags as well. Simply by selecting a selection of tags, you'll see at the bottom there is the Copy Tags option. I have selected 8 tags, so I can copy 8 tags. I can copy this either to my clipboard to go and paste in a video, or perhaps to use them as tags on Instagram or somewhere else, or I can add them to a tag list that I could use in the future. Next up is the Topic Planner. Back in the day, they used to say, keep a notepad next to your bed so that if you have a great idea in the middle of the night, you can write it down. Well, now we've got mobile phones, so you've got this with you wherever you go. If you've got a great idea for a future video, or even just a tag idea has come across your mind, someone suggested something to you in conversation at dinner perhaps, you can quickly go into the app and add the topic so that you can go back on this list. When you're having trouble thinking of what should I make my next video about, here's a list of ideas that you've made. If you no longer want to make that topic, you could just click on the 3 dots and click delete this topic. Or you can click into the topic and you can add more details. You could flush out the idea. You could write a whole temporary script in here if that was something that you found useful. And you also at the bottom have the ability to mark it as complete. Maybe you've made this video, but you don't want to lose a record of all of your notes on it. You don't have to delete it. You can mark it as complete and then just click save. You also have the ability to add canned responses. As I mentioned earlier, if you're seeing the same comments over and over, or you find yourself typing the same thing over and over again, or perhaps you are commenting with a link or a series of emojis or something, it might be easier for you to pre-plan your responses by clicking Add at the bottom, and then you can type in that thing that you're typing out all the time, and you don't have to type it out in full every time. You can just select it from the comments field. So to create a canned response, you just put in a name for the response and then type out what you want the comment to actually say. And as you see at the bottom, if you use those parentheses with the N, it will even use the commenter's name in the response, so it looks even more customized. That is very fancy. So just go ahead, type that out, and click Save. As mentioned, you could add tags to a list, and there's a couple of ways to do it. You can do it from the list that we saw earlier, or you can go from the tag lists and click Add and begin to create one this way as well. Then, when you are uploading a video, if there's a set of tags that you would use on a specific subject that maybe you cover often, you can very easily add them using your tag lists. When you click Add, all you have to do is create a name for the tag list and then add some tags to it. The community link basically takes you to the community page of TubeBuddy's website, and you can navigate it there. I personally don't find it super user-friendly to go this way. I prefer using their website on a desktop computer myself, but if this works well for you, this is an easy way to get to the TubeBuddy community website, and you can access a bunch of different tools and resources there. And of course, TubeBuddy has their own YouTube channel, so of course they're going to promote their channel with an easy link to their TubeBuddy channel. Here you can go and see some of the latest news and some tutorials and other videos, tips on how to use TubeBuddy a little bit better. You can also provide feedback about the app through the feedback function. Just type out your feedback and click Send. Thanks for watching this tutorial about the TubeBuddy mobile app. Hopefully you've discovered a new feature that maybe you didn't know about before, or if you haven't gotten the TubeBuddy app, now you see some of its usefulness and why I use it every single day, multiple times every single day. So if you don't yet have TubeBuddy, check out the link in the description, go sign up, and remember, the mobile app is just 1/3 of what they have. They've got the browser extension, which has tons of features, and they've got the website, which has more features still. So I strongly encourage you to use it. TubeBuddy has doubled my traffic from search and drastically accelerated my subscriber growth. I strongly recommend it. I've been using it for over 2 years, and it is my not-so-secret weapon on YouTube. So thanks so much for watching. Check out the other videos on this channel, and don't forget to subscribe with notifications on as we go live without a whole lot of notice, where we offer free 30-minute channel reviews. But to get your free 30-minute channel review, you gotta join us early and chat and get your request in. The way you do that is subscribing with notifications set to all so you can join us nice and early. Beat the rush. We always have more requests than we have time, so that's how you can get your request in for a free channel review. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you in the next video, or perhaps the next live stream.